It was the first weekend back that we were in school, and I went home for the weekend, and my brother stayed up here. And Saturday morning, he woke me up, called me, and asked me if I had taken my TV home for the weekend. I told him no, and asked him if something was wrong. He said, somebody robbed us last night. So, apparently somebody broke into our house and took our 42-inch TV and my laptop as well and made out with it.
As I'm on the phone with him, I realized that the glass door had actually been punched out, so someone had broken in. And then after talking to my brother for a while, we also realized that his laptop computer was gone too. So, we just didn't know what to do. So I called the police, I filed a report, and then, there's nothing they can do, or so they say.
Sunday when I got back to school, I was talking to one of my friends in class, asking him if he'd known of anybody that picked up a new TV over the weekend, and he said he might have actually heard about something, and he was going to ask somebody about it. It turned out to be another kid in one of my classes that Jay Hill actually helped the kid carry a TV Saturday or Friday night up to his house.
Friday night, first weekend back, everybody's back, and we're getting all messed up at the bars, and it's about 3 o'clock in the morning, and me and my friend Al are sitting on the front porch, talking to each other, and I see a guy, kind of behind the house to the side, and he's acting real shady, and we didn't know who he was. He was this big black dude with dreads, and, I walked back there, and I said, "Hey, man, can I help you?" And he's like, "Hell yeah, come grab the side of this." And it was this, 42-inch plasma screen TV, and me being dumb, I just, figured I'd help the guy out, and Al goes over, and the cables are still attached to it, and Al grabs the cables, and me and, we find out later his name's Hilton, grab the end of this TV, and walk up the hill, and he lives right across the street from me, and we take it up to his house and put it in his house, and it's like 3 o'clock in the morning, so it's kind of, it kind of dawns on us after we shake off the haze of all the boozing that it's probably stolen. And Hilton was getting all nervous and, started to, talk real weird to us and didn't know what to do, and we were starting to ask questions like where he got it, and, pretty much because we were drunk and we were wondering if we could go and steal another or something like that. I don't know what it was, but he started offering us money to not tell anybody, and he took down my number, and me and Al, we left, and we came back here, and, we talked about it for the rest of the night, but it was the next day. No, it was Sunday. I had a lab in Stalker, and I went in there, and I told my lab partner about it. And the next day, he's got another lab on Monday. And on Monday, he overheard Ryan said he was missing a 42-inch plasma screen TV.
He said about 2 o'clock, 2:30, something like that, Friday night, he helped Hilt, which is a kid that we're actually friends with and lives real close to us, helped him carry a TV up to his house. We went up and kind of snooped around a little bit. Eric crawled up on the roof and looked in to kind of take a peek and see if he could see anything.
Alright, so I'm up here on my roof. I'm going to look into our roommate's window to see if the TV is still there. It's a little bit of a daunting task. It's kind of hard to get in here. And there you have it. 142-inch LCD. Get a little closer, you can see that it is an LG. Life is good. Not today.
And I was like, that's our TV right there. So we called the cops, told them where the TV was because they weren't doing any police work on it and they couldn't find it. They came down and started talking to us and asking me and Tyler questions. And about that time, Boo, who is actually Hilt's roommate, was walking by. Tyler stopped him and started asking him if he knew anything about it.
And we didn't think that he had done it. We thought his roommate Hilt had done it. So, I go over, I talk to Boo while the cops are actually there. And, he texts his Hilt or whatever. And so Hilt actually comes down while the cops are there and says, yeah, hey, we have the TV. I bought it from a guy.
Turned out that he had bought the TV out of the back of a truck out in front of our house here for $500 on Friday night. And so we all went over to his house and went inside and looked at it. Hilt was real cool about everything. Said, if it's your TV, go ahead and take it. I feel bad about buying it since it's stolen and everything. So we got it back and carried it down, gave it back to the cops, put it in their SUV.
We went up there after I got done talking to the cops and went back to the house where me and Hilton carried the TV to, and then we carried the TV out of the house down to the back of a police SUV and set it in there. So it was kind of ironic and funny at the same time.
The TV is actually still at the police station. This is the 6th week of school, and they haven't given it back to us. I've called them probably twice every week, stopped up there once to see if I could get it back, and they still won't give it back to us.
I don't know what they're doing with it up there, but